Bowlers, this is your 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in practice time. Bowling fans, let me explain our scoring system. In match play, we still use 200 as par. So, for example, if Josie Ernest were to roll 279, she'll get plus 79. She'll probably win the match, which means she'll get an additional 30 bonus pins for winning the match. If she rolls a 179, she'll lose 21 pins. And she's going to get any bonus, 0. So we'll add up the pluses and minuses over or under 200, and then we'll add in the bonus pins. And that'll be the plus total. The plus total you see on our giant scoreboard below in the house. That plus total will also be updated on the overhead monitor game by game today. And pinfall does carry over from the entire tournament. Every pin will count. Okay, bowlers, practice time is now over. Please hold up on your deliveries. You'll cycle your pin setter back to the #1 ball setting. Will get you going in your competition. Just a reminder, bowling fans, the use of flash cameras and signing of autographs during competition is strictly prohibited. Also, if you have a cell phone, please turn that to the silent mode. The players would appreciate it. And once again, the area in front of the ropes is considered the field of play. The field of play belongs to our competitors and our competitors only. If you'll stay behind those ropes, they'd greatly appreciate it. All right, it looks like 10 pins are up. And the arrows are coming up right now. Bowling fans, how about a great send-off for match play in this year's nationwide PWBA? Thank you and good luck.
All right, we're back in action here at Double Decker Lanes, nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open. It's time for match play. Only 12 players remain at this year's event in Rohnert Park, California. This is Matt Cannizzaro alongside Emil Williams Jr. And live on Extra Frame. This is a first. We're almost actually in the settee area here. Can almost reach out and tap Wei Fen Nu on the shoulder. We're going to try to be extra quiet here as these matches get underway. This is the top 12 remaining at the Sonoma County Open, sponsored by Nationwide. So our two featured matches here. We have Wee Fin New and Kelly Kulick. Our other pair, Shannon O'Keefe and Danielle McEwen. Give you a quick rundown of the standings here through 18 games. 12 games of qualifying yesterday. Cashers round this morning. Narrowed the field down from 76 to 32. And now down to 12. Qualifying leader, Diana Zabialova, plus 427. Jazriel Tan, plus 361. Kelly Kulick, 346. Danielle McEwen, plus 328. Wee Fin New, plus 289. Shannon O'Keefe, plus 287. Leanne Holsenberg, 264. Maria Jose Rodriguez, plus 197. Liz Johnson, plus 191. Jennifer Higgins, plus 174. Josie Ernest, plus 152. And the cut number, Shayna Ung from Singapore, plus 151. If you want to check out the standings as match play gets underway, you can visit pwba.com/live. You see first round, second round, cashers round. Top 12 split into two groups. The odd numbers in the standings are Group A. Even numbers, Group B. So the format just a little bit tricky here. Again, the top 12 split into two groups, Group A, Group B. And there will be 5 games of round-robin match play, followed by a position round. And after 6 games, total pinfall. The leader in each group automatically will be seated onto the TV show, which will take place May 26th in Las Vegas. And those two will be seeded 1 and 2 based on their total pinfall. And the 2, 3, and 4 places in each group will have a group step ladder, a dueling step ladder, if you will, later today. And the winner of that step ladder, each one, will advance to the TV show as well. So they'll put 4 players on the show. The 2 who advance through the step ladders will be the 3 and 4 seeds based on total pinfall. And they'll join the 2 leaders. We saw it unfold last week in Las Vegas, the PWBA Las Vegas Open. Shannon Pluhowski earning the top seed. She'll be joined on that show by Rocio Restrepo, Liz Johnson, and Sandra Gangora. So some international success early in this PWBA season. That show also will be taped on May 26th. It will air on June 7th. The nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open, that's what you're watching right now, will air June 14th, all on CBS Sports Network as part of a 23 event deal to have bowling on network television throughout the summer months. Very cool to see that happen. next week's PWBA Storm Sacramento Open also will yield 4 finalists. And all shows will be taped as part of the USBC Queens. That was last week in May, so May 26th is TV Day. 3 tape shows for the first 3 events of the season and a live show for the USBC Queens. So right now in our opening match here, game 1 of 6. Fenu leads Kulik. 10 pins early. With this 37-foot pattern, players choosing to play the outside part of the lane, and we saw a few balls slip into the gutter over the 18 games. A couple of them here on Bowl TV. So, tough spare here. And the 7 stays. Lee Fenu in control here at the halfway point. Turn our attention to the other match. After this attempt for 3 in a row, great shot. And we'll go join the McEwen-O'Keefe match. McEwen with the open in the 3rd. Perfect otherwise. Leaves a 4-pin on lane 30. She's down 22 at the halfway point. Our featured pairs 25 and 6, 29 and 30 here at Double Decker Lanes. So New, unable to pick up the washout. Still well in control here as Kelly steps up in the 6th frame. Shannon O'Keefe leading by 22. Halfway through her match with Danielle McEwen. She leaves a 4-pin on that right lane as well. So in Group A today, Group A is Diana Zavialova, our top qualifier, Kelly Kulik, Wei Fen Nu, Leanne Holstenberg, Liz Johnson, and Josie Ernest. In Group B, Jazriel Tan, Danielle McEwen, Shannon O'Keefe, Maria Jose Rodriguez, Jenna Higgins, and Shayna Ung. And again, the leader from each group after 5 games of round-robin match play plus a position round automatically qualifies for the TV show, which will be taped May 26th. Then number 2, 3, 4 in each group will advance to the dueling step ladders here, and the winner of each step ladder will join those 2 top seeds on the TV show. Alright, so Shannon O'Keefe with the open frame lets Danielle McEwen back in the match here. Wee Fen Nu trying to hold off Kulik. About 90 pins separate the two. Here's Nu from Singapore. Big double there. Leading by 36 after 6. McEwen working on a double. Makes it 3 in a row, and she now on her way against Shannon O'Keefe. O'Keefe will finish the match first. Can get to 232. McEwen, max score 245. O'Keefe at least can put the pressure on her Team USA teammate. Gets the first one there in the 9th. That was a lane they were both high on. Made the right adjustments. Another great shot from O'Keefe. O'Keefe with 1 official PWBA title. Coming last year at the Lucy doubles with Bill O'Neill. Great shot there from Shannon. But not going to be enough. O'Keefe finishes with 221. McEwen puts this one away. Great shot there from Danielle, but she'll need to make this 10-pin and count. Danielle finished 9th last week at the Las Vegas Open, learning from that experience. So 8 or better here. This one is in the books, plus 30 bonus pins. Trying to catch Jazreel Tan, the Group B leader. And just enough. She'll finish with 223. Squeaks by O'Keefe. And we'll go to our other match. Wei Fen New. Strike here puts her at 208. And she gets there. The best Keela can do. 187. So she'll make up a little ground on Kelly. Again, the leader of each group automatically will advance to the TV show. And then 2, 3, and 4 from each group advance to the dueling stepladders. Winner of each stepladder advancing to the TV show as well. And with that, the opening game of match play here at the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open in the books. It is Wei Fen New over Kelly Kulik, 208 to 155. Danielle McEwen edges Shannon O'Keefe, 223 to 221. Match 2 coming up momentarily. Do appreciate everybody joining us here from Double Decker Lanes in Rohnert Park, California. This is Matt Canizaro alongside Emil Williams Jr. And we'll be here the rest of the way today. We'll have updated standings as soon as possible. Match 2 coming right up. Our players making the move to their next pair of lanes. Again, the top 12 remaining here at the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open. One game of match play already done. 4 more games and then reconfigure the standings for the position round. Top 12 separated into 2 groups. Group A, Zavyalova, Kulik, Wei Fen New, Dan Holstenberg, Liz Johnson, and Josie Ernest. In Group B, Jazreel Tan, Danielle McEwen, Shannon O'Keefe, Maria Jose Rodriguez, and Jen Higgins, along with Shayna Ung grabbing the final spot in match play. It took a 208.39 average to make the top 12 after 18 games this week. All right, our 2 matches here in game 2. Shannon O'Keefe taking on Singapore's Shayna Ung. And then Liz Johnson taking on Diana Zavyalova. A lot of international representation here at the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open this week. 9 countries represented and faring very well. Of course, Zavyalova from Latvia. Contingent from Singapore includes Wei Fen New, Jazzy Tan, and Shayna Ung. Maria Jose Rodriguez from Colombia. And as soon as standings pop up, we'll let you know what's what here in our 2 different groups of 6. Alright, so this left lane already giving both players trouble. Shayna gives it a run, gets 1. Great shot by O'Keefe, ringing 10. Shannon O'Keefe out to the early lead over Shayna Ung. Let's take a look at our other match. Liz Johnson and Diana Z, as she now will be called. Nice pickup there for Liz to keep this one locked up. Diana leads by 3 after 2 frames. All right, 2-pin no problem for Shannon over here. Diana leading by 3 over Liz Johnson. Liz Johnson struck in the 3rd frame. Diana rolled the event's only perfect game. First game of qualifying yesterday morning. Kept that momentum going, never dropped below 2nd place. Nice crowd on hand here at Double Decker Lanes. A very supportive community and great staff here at the bowling center. Later tonight, a Pro-Am scheduled for 7 p.m. So lucky locals get a chance to bowl with one of the best ladies in the world. Great shot from Diana. Long couple of days here for these players, many coming in on Thursday. Just in time for a practice session and a quick VIP reception. The red carpet definitely out for the players. Bright and early Friday morning for the official practice session, followed by 2 6-game blocks of qualifying. Got done last night about 10:30. And the top 32 back at it this morning at 8:30 a.m. for 6 games of Cashers Round competition before the field was cut again to the top 12. So already 18 games of qualifying in the books. 6 more games of match play. With the step ladder, it'd be a pretty busy couple days, and definitely showing athleticism. Just like that. There's Liz Johnson stepping up, looking for 3 in a row. Take control here. She could take a 9-pin lead. Back to the O'Keefe Shayna Ung match. O'Keefe clean through 4, looking for a double here. And she gets it. So she's up 21. See if Shayna can match her. nice break there for Shayna to leave only the 10. Other matches going on right now. Kelly Kulik, Leanne Holstenberg, Maria Jose Rodriguez, Danielle McEwen, Josie Ernest, and Wee Fen New, Dadriel Tan, and Jennifer Higgins. Some great players coming out for the PWBA. 76 entries this week. Looking at a sellout field next week in Sacramento. They're even going to have a qualifier to get in. So, talked to Danielle McEwen yesterday. The response to the PWBA coming back has been pretty fantastic, both on the players' standpoint and for the fans and bowling centers. Just very welcoming and excited to be able to host these events. I think a big thing for the players was whether or not the momentum of the return of the PWBA could keep going here in 2016, and that in fact is the case through 2 events. Another open frame for Shayna Ung. And Shannon O'Keefe well out in front here on lanes 25 and 26. Get one more shot. Shannon O'Keefe looking for 3 in a row here. In control. Then we'll switch over to our other match. All right, 10-pin doesn't cooperate. We'll turn our attention over to Diana Z. She's working on 4 strikes in a row. We saw that a few times yesterday during her 300 game. Just didn't quite have the feel. Step back, put the ball down, reset, and it worked. See if it works here in this situation. She answered Liz Johnson's 4-bagger. 4 of her own. Make that 5. You see Diana playing the edge there. 37-foot pattern. Players have migrated to the outside part of the lane. We saw in our last match, Kelly Kulik leaked one a little too far right. Dropped in the gutter. So risk reward for sure. As Johnson mixes them up. Max score for Liz, 255. Diana can still get to 267. So a big shot here puts the pressure on Diana for sure. Everybody cooperates for Liz, so she'll have a double stepping up in the 10th frame. Group A leader, Diana Zavialova, plus 419. Wei Fen Nu, plus 327. Kelly Kulik, plus 301. Fourth, Leanne Holsenberg, plus 268. Liz Johnson, fifth, at plus 235. And Josie Ernest, sixth, at plus 178. The leader, after 6 games of match play, automatically makes the TV show. Then 2, 3, 4 will bowl the winner of that stepladder, also advancing to the TV show. Zavilova with a split opens the door. She's going to finish first here. 233, her max. This can still get to the 250s. If Diana strikes out, Liz goes 9 spare strike, wins by 1. A little bit of excitement here in game number 2 of match play. And gets the first one. In the Group B standings, Jazriel Tan plus 409, Daniel McEwen 381, Shannon O'Keefe plus 308. And Diana Z, Shannon both with splits here. Diana the 467. She'll finish with 222. All of a sudden, we got 2 great matches going on here. Liz Johnson stepping up, working on a double. 255 max. Liz does what Liz does. 10 back. Secures the victory in the 30 bonus pins. And we got ourselves a nail biter over here on 25 and 26. Shayna Ung got herself a double. O'Keefe back-to-back open frames. Shayna actually can shut O'Keefe out here in the 9th and 10th. So this one turn around quickly. Can't throw it better than that. And ring 10 for Shayna. This one still not over. Down yonder, Liz Johnson defeats Diana Zavialova. 255 to 222. So Liz was a 5th coming into this game. 33 pins out of the stepladder and almost 200 behind Diana, so it made up a few sticks there. that is in Group A. Yeah, this time Shayna gets the 10 to go. She can get to 182. That will force O'Keefe to strike in the 10th. And our Group A leader, Diana Zavialova, 0-2 today in match play so far. Got enough pins along the way to still be on top of the standings. Good shot, light hit there for Shayna. This bear here, she gets to 172. He's gonna need a mark here in the 10th. The 2-8, definitely not a gimme spare here. And O'Keefe gets 1. And that's gonna do it. Shayna 172. Shayna O'Keefe 168 here in game number 2. We'll have game number 3 coming right up here. You're watching continued live coverage of the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open double-decker lanes in Rohnert Park, California. All right, our third game of match play underway here. Double-decker lanes, Jazriel Tan, Maria Jose Rodriguez. Our other pair is Josie Ernest and Kelly Kulik. The standings after 2 games of match play. Group A, Diana Z, 0-2, but still on top of the standings, plus 441. A 60-pin lead over Wee Ben New. Kulik is third at plus 354. Liz Johnson with a big win. Game 2 is fourth at plus 320. Leanne Holstenberg fifth at plus 236. Josie Ernest plus 131. And the leader from each group automatically advances to the TV show May 26th for taping. It will air June 14th on CBS Sports Network. And then 2, 3, 4 in each group will battle later today in dueling stepladders. The winner of each also advancing to the TV show. Right now in Group B, Danielle McEwen leading the way. She's 2-0. Big wins, 223, 256. She's plus 467. Jazriel Tan, you're watching her now on our featured pair. Second, plus 379. Jennifer Higgins, plus 280. Shannon O'Keefe with a loss in Game 2 here on Extra Frame, plus 276. Maria Jose Rodriguez, plus 217. And Shayna Ung is sixth at plus 165. Jazriel Tan, we saw her win last year at the Lubbock Sports Open in Lubbock, Texas, as a non-member, so not a formal official title. Still an amazing accomplishment. Trying to put herself in position for another win here in 2016. This is the second event of the 14 tournament schedule. Last week's 4 finalists already determined. Shannon Pluhowski, Sandra Gongora, Liz Johnson, and Rocio Restrepo. You'll see them on CBS Sports Network on June 7th. That show taping May 26th as well. And Jazriel can't get the messenger on the 10. So she is down 10 here early in our third game of match play. I spared no problem for Jazriel. We'll turn our attention to our other match, Kulik and Ernest. So Josie down 21 early. Trying to hang in there. The open in the third frame. To just get message from somebody calling in to let us know the volume's a little bit low, but unfortunately we are close enough to actually tap the players on the shoulder. Gonna speak a little bit quieter. Not my forte by any means, but don't want to disrupt any of the competitors here. Kulik and Josie Ernest matching strike for strike. Kelly up 21. Ernest and Kulik is still striking, and Josie breaks her string first with the 4-pin in the 8th frame. Kulik rolling along here against Josie Ernest. Kelly gets that one to hold, and she has got 8 out of 9 here in game number 3. Josie's going to finish this match first. She can get to 235. Kelly can still get into the 270s. And the split for Josie. Door wide open for Kulik. Turn our attention back to Maria Jose Rodriguez and Jazriel Tan. This match is even after 8 frames. So another 9 count for Rodriguez. Again, this match dead even after 8 frames. Alright, our other match just about over here. Kelly Kulik with the spare can get to 266. Josie Ernest 203. So that's going to give Kelly a 100 pin boost in the standings. And Jazriel matches Maria. So they're going to be again locked up going into the final frame. Alright, big shot here for Jazriel. Put the pressure on Maria Rodriguez. Good shot, mixes him up. Just the first one. Right next door, Diana Zavialova, her first win here in match play. 243, 236 over the Hall of Famer Leanne Holsenberg. Jazriel Tan for a double, and that 10-pin goes. One more strike here can, at worst, give Jazriel a tie in this match. Jazzy trailing McEwen in the Group B standings right now. Puts that one wide, makes it back. Maria will have to match that, and they will split the 30 bonus pins. Anything less than 3 in a row, Jazriel Tan is the winner. And that one goes high with the split. Jazzy is your winner. At the halfway point of match play now. 2 more games before we take a brief break. And recalculate the standings for the position round. Jazriel Tan 216, Maria Jose Rodriguez 190, Kelly Kulik over Josie Ernest 266, 203. Match number 4 coming right up. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching continued live coverage of the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open with Matt Cannizzaro and Emil Williams Jr. All right, our fourth match underway here at Double Decker Lanes. Great shot there by the Hall of Famer, Leanne Holstenberg. She is taking on Josie Ernest. Our other match, Shayna Ung and Maria Rodriguez. And this is game number 4 after game 5. Take a short break and reconfigure the standings for the position round. We'll have the updated standings after 3 games here momentarily. Just like that, ask and you shall receive. Leading the way in Group A, Diana Zavialova. Still doing her thing, plus 514. She's got a 64 pin lead over Kelly Kulik. Wei Fen Nu is third at plus 428. So the top 3 showing some separation here. With 2 games to go, Liz Johnson is fourth at plus 273. Leanne Holstenberg 1 pin out of the stepladder at this point, plus 272. And Josie Ernest in 6th place at plus 134. After match play concludes, the top seeds in each group will automatically advance to the TV show. And then 2, 3, and 4 will get ready for the dueling stepladders here, with the winner of each stepladder also making the TV show. So some separation in Group B as well. Danielle McEwen plus 467, Jasmine Tan plus 425. Shannon O'Keefe in 3rd at plus 363. And then Jen Higgins is 4th at plus 296. Maria Rodriguez plus 207. Shayna Ung plus 197. So 89 pins separating 4th and 5th in Group B. Just 1 pin separating 4th and 5th in Group A. But the top 3 in both groups looking pretty good here with 2 games to go. Another great shot from Leanne Holstenberg, and she's done this plenty of times. And a veteran on the PWBA tour. And the newcomer, one of many, Josie Ernest. Josie worked her way up through Junior Team USA, Collegiate Bowling, now coaching at Vanderbilt. Was part of that kind of lost generation where the tour went away and bowling professionally wasn't a likely option coming out of college, and now here we are in 2016, second year into the return of the PWBA. Going strong, 76 entries this week, whittled down to 32, and now 12 remaining here at Double Decker Lanes. So after Holstenberg and Ernest both spare 3-bagger, Josie leaves a 10-pin to end her string. Other nearby match, Danielle McEwen and Jen Higgins. Ten-pin, no problem for Josie. Swish 7 for Leanne. We are even at the halfway point here. My associate Emil Williams Jr. has been here behind the scenes, keeping everything in working order. Now he's ready to tell you all about what's going on in our other match, Shayna Ung and Maria Rodriguez.
All right, now it's a 10-pin match. Sheena heads to the 5th frame. She trails by 10. Take it back to Josie one time. The Vandalia, Illinois native. She'll leave the 2-8. And a 10-pin for Rodriguez. Lead down to 9 for Maria. Just enough of the 8-pin. And Josie keeps it clean. And just enough of the 10-pin for Maria. Folks, if you're wondering, you may think that volume is a little low. Matthew has been, for him, whispering. Simply because we are extremely close to the settee area. So we do not want our speech to affect the bullets.
We're so close. See the sparkles on Josie Ernest spare ball. Clearly read their score sheets even. In the settee area down on the scoring console. So if I wanted to tell Leanne Holstenberg something right now, I could tap her on the shoulder.
It's a good previous shot by Maria. Striking the 6th. Sheena Ung now doubles. And effectively takes a 1-pin lead. is Holstenberg. Almost caught her Barrett. That's
Well,
still timeless right there, what we just saw.
absolutely. And there is a Barrett Holstenberg. I thought we'd see him this weekend,
How about
as a matter of fact.
I believe he was in attendance last week. Quickly over to Shayna. They take a 1-10 lead. She'll have it. Nice shot. The members of Team Singapore had a great match going here.
That one had some wheels on it. Called her Boomer back in the day and gave you a little glimpse of it right there.
You see a lot of those hits carry this weekend. A little light, just enough of the head pin. You get a couple good breaks. There's Rodriguez quickly. That one's got to get on the horse. That time a little bit too far down lane before it got up the hill. 5 count. Back to Ernest. A little wide as well. And a 10 pin.
In the standings after 3 games, Zaviolova and McEwen leading their respective groups. Should they hang on, automatic spots on the TV show will be filmed May 26th and air on CBS Sports Network June 14th.
Ernest takes care of the 10 pin.
4 of these 12 players will appear on that broadcast.
Nice shot from Rodriguez. Maria giving herself an opportunity still. She needs a strike here to stay in the game. She'll leave a 7 pin.
Josie just got done with a tough match against Liz Johnson that actually was a lot closer than the score indicated, 255-203. And has run into a buzzsaw here in Holstenberg.
Got the starting spare 3-bagger. Josie had some trouble with the carry. We'll give you Leanne here. Ninth frame shot for Holstenberg. Watch this ball just peel. Now Jung. Imagine being the opponent in the previous years of this tour. And seeing her ball and all do that, and your ball doesn't have a chance of doing that.
When you think back to that era, two of the dominant players that come to mind, of course, Leanne Holstenberg and Carolyn Doran-Ballard, and two pretty significantly different styles, able to find pretty equal success. Of course, tons of versatility there, but Boomer, known for what she's doing right now, wheeling it. And CDB, better known for straighter is greater and tripping fours and making spares.
Very nice game by Leanne Holstenberg.
Liam is one pin out of the show, of the stepladder at this point, after 3 games. So a big win there.
That is essentially 99 pins gained, including the bonus.
Some separation in the standings in Group A. 50 pins, almost 60, between 3rd and 4th place with 2 games to go. Holstenberg just threw herself right back in the mix.
More quality shots thrown there by Josie, but 201 to show for it there. The carry, putting the ball where it needs to be. Final look for at Shayna Ong.
Shayna and Maria, 5th and 6th in Group B right now. 1 game, 2 games to go. Still an outside chance at an appearance in the stepladder. Throw a couple Holstenberg-like games and right back in it. To our left right now, McEwen, the Group B leader, has been defeated by Jennifer Higgins. Still going to bowl 200, pick up a couple pins, but Jezreel Tan only 42 back coming into this game, so could get interesting. Maybe get down to our final couple matches. We've got 4 games already completed, 1 more coming up before we take a short break and recalculate things for the exciting position round. And we've been here 2 days of live coverage, double-decker lanes in Rohnert Park, California. The nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open. 76 down to 32. Now 12 remain. 2 games from now, we'll know 2 of our players headed to the TV show. And then 6 more players will have a chance at joining them. And you're watching it all unfold live here on Extra Frame. This is Matt Canizaro alongside Emil Williams Jr. The PWBA season is so young. Only event number 2. Next week we head to Sacramento to Steve Cook's Fireside Lanes. And then off to Las Vegas for the USBC Queens. Looking forward to the first major of the year. And of course we'll have all 4 TV shows going on at that event. May 26th is TV Day. The finalists from the first 3 events of the season will join the finalists from the Queens. And that Queens show will be live. The other shows will air starting June 7th every Tuesday on CBS Sports Network. So Kelly Kulik coming back our way. All players bowled 12 games of qualifying yesterday, 2 6-game blocks. Each block fresh oil, 37-foot oil pattern this week. And the top 32 came back today for 6 more games this morning before we made the cut to the top 12 for round robin match play. So to our right, Jazz Realtan and Danielle McEwen. And to our left, Kelly Kulik and Diana Zavialova, or Diana Z.
DZ3.
We got to hear from her at the end of the qualifying here on Extra Frame. Except she didn't want to put the headset on, it would mess up her hair. But some good thoughts on her run so far this week. Started with a 300 game live.
I respect that, by the way. Didn't want to mess the do up. I feel that for sure.
Well, it's kind of become her trademark, along with the start and stop. But we saw her stop and reset a few times in that 300 game. The extra time paid off for sure, and she's doing something right. As your Group A leader. All right, all even here. Kulik and Zavialova. From here, Kelly is headed to Reno for the USBC Open Championships. It's been a few days there before heading 2 hours west, back to Sacramento. Players making the most of these trips and the time in between. Some going home to work, some finding other events to compete in. We'll see that, I'm sure, quite a bit during the Queens Week with the USBC Women's Championships and USBC Mixed right down the street. Opportunity for some additional prize money, perhaps some FaceTime with Aaron Smith.
That would be the highlight. Where she can win win a couple titles. But the opportunity to chop it up with Aaron Smith, priceless.
All right, over in our Tan McEwen match, Jazreel, an opening double, looking for 3 in a row here, and a 10-pin advantage. She gets it. She throws it great. These players from Singapore, this is what they do. And it's all part of their sports program at home, and it allows them to essentially train and compete full time. And they'll be here, as we understand, for this first 4 event swing. They'll head home after the Queens. Some other events on the horizon for them. But, the PWBA season will roll on coast to coast between now and September. If you're curious about what's coming up, please visit pwba.com. A lot of great info there. Details about each event, standings, stats, all the news that's worth printing, including a recap of yesterday's qualifying action. Danielle McEwen, her qualifying leader. Right now she is leading the B group here at the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open. We do have some updated standings. There were 4 games of match play now. Group A, Diana still leading the way, plus 542. Kelly right behind her, plus 469. A little bit of a cushion there. Both players perfect so far. Here in our head-to-head match. 4 for 4. Behind them, Wee Fin New, plus 456, so 7 pins behind Kelly. Or 13 if you doing University of Florida math. And Holstenberg in the 4 spot at plus 371. At 119 ahead of Liz Johnson, who is 5th. Diana gets that one right, but makes it back for 5 in a row. In Group B, McEwen plus 471, Shannon O'Keefe 428, Jazreel Tan close by at plus 422, Jennifer Higgins 337, and Shayna Ung a distant 5th at 252. Kelly with the 410, and this really could have set up a very exciting position round. Being the leader guarantees you a spot in the top 2 on that show. Otherwise, you got to fight your way through that step ladder, or there's no guarantees.
Yeah, this is shaping up to kind of mimic what we saw last week. The same game, game 5 of match play. It was Liz Johnson and Sandra Gongora. Top 2 seeds. I believe it was Group B at that particular point. Liz nearly shot 300. Had the front 8. Open in the 9th. Struck out, shot 265. Still a very nice game by Liz. And then Sandra also had a good one as well. So it was a 50-pin advantage heading into the position round for Liz, and it was Gongora who turned the tables on the front 7 for 5 count, shot 275, and had to double and get 6 in the 10th frame to shut out Liz. Of course, doing that in the process of shooting 275. Got her to the number 2 seed behind Shannon Pluhowski. And an automatic berth onto the show.
Great conversion there for Kulik. She's down 73 pins overall coming into this game with the leader. Diana not letting up.
It is very possible that we could see the same 2 individuals on the same pair because it is position round. Next game.
Well, Emil, we have our good viewpoint here of the top 3 in Group B. McEwen, O'Keefe, and Tan. And, pretty tight in the standings. Only 50 pins separating first and third right now. McEwen and Tan pulling each other. And O'Keefe right now trying to do some work against Maria Rodriguez.
Shannon was just outside the match play number last week. Had a big game, shot 238, but just missed by a couple of pins. She sat in the booth during the stepladder final, so that we did not want to see her back in the booth.
Not because she did a bad job.
Not because she was fantastic in that regard, but we'd rather see her bowling, of course, and all the competitors. We'd much rather see them competing for titles and opportunities. Kelly will go first.
Emil in that match. McEwen coming in with a 49 pin lead over Jazriel Tan. Jazzy wins this match. That takes care of 30 of those pins right there. So she wins by 20. She goes around McEwen. Shannon O'Keefe bowling well. But Maria striking as well. Jelly said that, and she leaves a 10 pin. There's that light mixer again we talked about. That you talked about being far more observant.
Yeah, that's just one hit that tends to, or has seemed to carry, I should say, throughout the weekend. But the angle in which you get there, where you clip the head pin, that does help if you're hitting the ball wide early. More times than not, it's not going to make it up the hill. You leave yourself in a potential 5 or 6 count in the bucket formation, or the dreaded 2-8-10 or some combination of that. We'll head over to 10. Seven falls for Jazz Reel. There's DZ. Good shot. Seen a lot of those this week too. Pin good for Jazz Reel. 10 pin good here for Diana.
We got the calculator out and do a little bit of formal math here. So we can figure out what the situation's going to be heading into the position round.
That one looked at just a hair right early. Caught some little hang down there, and we wash out. And that shot had struck. Still in position to win. Her max score at that point, 257. Kelly's was 256. It won't get the late help on the 10. So 2:01 in the ninth for Diana. So now it's all in Kelly's hands. Here's McEwen before we get there.
Total pinfall, very important in this format, so McEwen getting all she can.
A late tap on the 10 pin for Kelly Kulik. .215 for Danielle McEwen. As Matt mentioned, seeding for the step ladder is determined by pinfall.
So Jazz Reel most likely about to go around McEwen. She's going to pick up almost 90 pins here. That's another strike. Danielle is at plus 486. Jadriel already claiming the 30 bonus pins here. Get to 258. Kelly working on the shutout here. Picking up some sticks on Diana.
Match in hand for Kelly. That first shot was just simply phenomenal. That one a little right. Enter the pocket. Spare here will give her 244. Tan shot 257. Nice job. Kulik again 244. In the second position, Group A.
So we can't see the score from here of Leaf and New, but it looks like it's going to be Diana and Kelly 1-2 in the A group. Shannon O'Keefe gonna wrap things up in her match now to our left. But, Jezreel Tan definitely going around McEwen. O'Keefe is gonna win her match. She was 6 pins ahead of Jezreel. She cannot get there. Max score 235. With a strike here, she can get around Danielle McEwen. Unofficially, of course. If we were more versatile on the camera situation, we could show you that. You just have to take our word for it at this point. Shannon O'Keefe gets to 235. Goes around McEwen unofficially. It is Tan number 1, Shannon O'Keefe number 2. Jezreel at plus 509, O'Keefe plus 493. And that is at Group B. McEwen third right now, plus 486. All unofficial, of course, till we get the word from tournament director Damon Sirocco. And in the A group, Zaviolova, 19-pin lead over Kelly Kulik.
All right, bowling fans, some great action there. We're going to take a small break here. We're going to put our standing sheets in order, the traditional position round here. We'll get them realigned, and then we'll bring the players back out in just a few moments, so hang in there.
According to Damon, the 1-2 match will take place on lanes 21 and 22. And that'll be Group A, and we'll have 3 and 4 here on 25 and 26. And then 5th and 6th positions will be over on 17 and 18. For Group B, we'll see the 3 and 4 contenders on 29 and 30. 1 and 2 down on 33 and 4. And the 5 and 6 bowlers on 37 and 38. We got the position round coming up in just a few moments. This is Matt Canizaro and Emil Williams Jr. live at the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open. We'll be right back.
Okay, bowling fans, we've got our score sheets in order here. We've updated our big board. We've also updated our website. We'll start with Group A. On lanes 21 and 22, Diana Zaviolova will square off against Kelly Kulick for that all-important #1 seed to the TV stepladder finals. Lanes 25 and 26, it'll be 3rd and 4th place Wei Fan-Nu versus Leanne Olsenberg. 5th and 6th on 17 and 18, Liz Johnson, 60 pins back, and Josie Ernest, 255 pins back of that last group stepladder spot. Group B, on lanes 33 and 34, the leader at the moment, Jazreel Tan, will bowl against Shannon O'Keefe, who's in 2nd. On lanes 29 and 30, Danielle McEwen versus Jennifer Higgins. And on 37-8, Shayna Ung versus Maria Jose Rodriguez. They're in 5th and 6th. So a little bit out of that group stepladder final. So in Group B, a little bit of positioning there. Bowlers, if you'll head to your match play pairs at this time.
We don't know.
Okay, bowlers, the lanes are on. You have them for 5 minutes of practice.
All right, folks, welcome back to Extra Frame, live coverage of the 2016 nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open. And we're down to our position round, and things a little bit interesting here with the lane assignments. So we on the fly have mixed up our game reviews. Right now you're looking at Kelly Kulik and Diana Zavialova, our top seeds, or going for our top seeds here in the A group. Our top 12 in match play right now. They've been through 5 games of round robin and now the position round. Top 2, Zavialova and Kelly Kulik. Just 19 pins apart. As we get situated here, our other top 2 in the B group on the far side, Jazreel Tan and Shannon O'Keefe, with Danielle McHugh in a close third. Right now you're watching our 3-4 match for the A group. Lee Fen New and Leanne Holsenberg. Don't have scoreboards because of our 4 matches going on, so we're going to flip back and forth. Quick rundown of the standings in the A group. Diana Z plus 562. Kelly Kulik 19 pins back at plus 543. New is at 490, taking on Leanne Holsenberg, who's at 359. So some separation there between 3 and 4. Liz Johnson at plus 299. And Josie Ernest at plus 104. So Liz with a possibility here of making some things happen in the A group. We go down to our 1-2 match. Zavialova. Here's Holsenberg again. Top 4 looking pretty good. Zavialova 19 pins ahead of Kelly Kulik. New 53 pins behind Kelly. So the top 4 looking comfortable. In our other group, Jazreel Tan is the #1 contender right now at plus 509. Shannon O'Keefe found her way up to 2nd. McHugh is 3rd at plus 486. Jennifer Higgins a distant 4th at plus 384. Shane Ung 5th at plus 235. Maria at plus 192. Now the way this will work, again, if you're just joining us, our 12 match play competitors are split into 2 groups, A group and B group. They bowled 5 games of round robin match play. Now the position round. The leader after this game in each group automatically seeded onto the TV show, which will be recorded on May 26th, broadcast on CBS Sports Network on June 14th. So the top two, the winner in each group, the leader in each group, will advance. Really the 1-2 seeds based on total pinfall for the weekend. And then 2, 3, and 4 in each group will advance to a dueling stepladder, where the winner of each stepladder then advances to the TV show to join the two already automatically on. So lot to follow, and we'll try to bring it to you as well as we can here at Mill Williams Jr. Got extra eyes here. Watching Leanne Holstenberg and Lee Finn New. It'll take a huge effort to catch our top two, but that battle could turn out to be pretty good for the top seed. A lot on the line for Kelly and Diana. Guaranteed spot on the show versus having to bowl in the stepladder. Nice pick up there for Hulsenberg. Zavulova looking to double here, trying to hold off Kelly Kulik and maintain that #1 spot. Goes high, leaves a 3-pin. She's got a 1-pin lead over Kelly this game, 19 overall. Holstenberg, after the split pickup, delivers on lane 25. Holstenberg, 131 pins behind Wee Fin New. So at this point, for Holstenberg, just to hold her spot in the top 4. Try to avoid a charging Liz Johnson on Group B. Jazriel Tan, 16 pins ahead of Shannon O'Keefe right now, coming into this game. Daniel McEwen, not that far back, another 7 pins. And then Higgins about 100 back. So anybody's match, anybody's #1 spot here in Group B. Shannon O'Keefe doubling up down on the far side against Jazriel. A lot happening here. Shannon O'Keefe trying to make it 3 in a row. Looks like the 7 didn't go. Challenge to see the scoreboard of that match. It looks even halfway through. Olsenberg and New. So here's a peek at Kelly and Diana. Both struggling here in this position round. So Diana leading by 1 pin after 5 frames. Again, she's up 19 coming in, so Kelly will need to win the game. Just can't get to carry. And New. Terrible break there on the double. 7-10. McEwen and Higgins. Higgins can shut McEwen down. It likely could set up a rematch going into the step ladder. McEwen up 102 pins on Higgins coming into this game. So she's safely in the top 4. Big game could have gotten her to that number 1 spot. All right, back to Diana and Kelly. Diana up 1 pin here. 20 overall. She crosses over, leaves the 6. Here's Higgins. Working on a 5-bagger. Huge game here. Potential, leaves the 10 pin. Looks like Liz is blowing well this game. So Higgins striking again to start the 10th. She's pretty likely here going to be the number 4 seed. All of this unofficial, of course, until Damon Sirocco says otherwise. Shabulova and Kulik still separated by just 1 pin after 6. Shannon O'Keefe and Jazreel, 16 pins apart coming into this game. See if Emil can get an update here momentarily on the scoreboards. Leon Holstenberg finishes with 214. So New will need a double to win this game. Higgins gonna wrap things up, 248 max. She goes to plus 462 again, looking like the number 4 spot. Let's go down to Kelly and Diana. Holstenberg, 214 in the win. Goes to plus 403. New plus 492. Liz Johnson, 237 and a win over Josie Ernest. It is not going to be enough. So we know our top 4 on the A group. Just a matter of who's going to be number 1. McEwen opens in the 10th in the B group. Shoots 191. She finishes plus 477, just ahead of Higgins. There's Diana and Kelly. It's a 10 pin for Diana. She'll lead by 2 with 2 frames to go. There's O'Keefe and Jazreel. O'Keefe can get to 234. Alright, so Diana, 9 counts again in the 9th frame. She has 145 in the 9th. Kelly, 124 in the 8th. 7th, I'm sorry. A little hard to see. With that spare, Diana 145 in the 8th, Kelly 124 in the 7th, so 1 pin difference here. Double puts Kelly ahead. with the 4-pin. So Diana with a 1-pin advantage. Some excitement down on 33-4. Shannon O'Keefe has delivered. Shannon has shut out Jazreel. Unofficially, she will be your number 1 seed from the B group. Again, just to clarify, player leading each group after this game automatically will advance to the TV show. The 1 and 2 spots will be determined by pinfall. So back to Kulik and Diana. Kelly could not shut out Diana no matter what. Not a lot of strikes being thrown in this match. Kelly 8-1 after the first strike in the 10th, 183. Nine spare strike would be enough for Diana. And she splits in the 10th. The 4, 6, 7. And Kelly's going to go around her after leading almost the entire 2 days. Only 19 pins apart coming to this game. Diana needed 9 spare strike. She gets 2. How about that? All of that coming down to 1 frame. So unofficially, Kelly, number 1 on the A group. Diana, number 2. Wee Fen New, number 3. Leanne Holsenberg, number 4. And we know on the B side, Shannon O'Keefe finished in the number 1 position. Jazreel Tan, number 2. Danielle McEwen, number 3. And Jen Higgins, number 4. The question is, and we'll get the official numbers soon, All right, so by again, our unofficial numbers here. Got the final scores from Shannon O'Keefe match. Highest overall pinfall total.
Okay, bowling fans,
Kelly
how about a round of
Kulik
applause for all our competitors
plus
for some
556,
exciting
Shannon O'Keefe plus 544. So at this time, looks like
outstanding
Kelly
work there.
Kulik's going to be our top contender.
Okay, in Group A, the winner in Group A who will advance to the TV show and be our #1 seed for the TV stepladder. Please welcome Kelly Kulik. The #2 seed for our TV stepladder final from Group B, Shannon O'Keefe. Okay, in our group stepladder finals, the high qualifier from Group A was Diana Zavialova. She'll face the winner of the opening match. And the second high qualifier was Wei Fen Nu. And her opponent in that opening match will be Leanne Holzenberg. The Group B stepladder final, the high qualifier, please welcome Jazreel Tan. And she'll face the winner of the opening match. The second high qualifier was Danielle McEwen. And Danielle's opponent in that opening match will be Jennifer Higgins. All right, congratulations to all of our ladies. Great bowling, ladies. Just a reminder, fans, the group stepladder final will start at 5 p.m. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Our final contenders here at the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open. Your #1 seed for the TV finals. That's going to tape May 26th at Kelly Kulik, edging out Diana Zavialova with the open in the 10th frame there for Diana. So Kelly will be #1. Shannon O'Keefe based on pinfall as the leader in Group B. Shannon takes the #2 seed for the TV show on May 26th. That will air on June 14th. And coming up in an hour or so, the group stepladder, where we'll see Leanne Holzenberg take on Wei Fen Nu. The winner will meet Diana Zavialova for a spot on the TV show. And in Group B, Jennifer Higgins will take on Danielle McEwen. The winner will face Jazreel Tan for a spot on the TV show. So that's going to do it for this portion of the nationwide PWBA Sonoma County Open. We'll have the group stepladder coming up in just a little while. We appreciate everybody joining us here. This is Matt Canizaro and Emil Williams Jr. And it was a little crazy and hectic there, but an exciting conclusion. Congratulations to Kelly Kulik and Shannon O'Keefe for their automatic spots on the TV show. And we're going to catch up with them, and we'll be back here shortly on Extra Frame. Thanks for tuning in.